What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns about to break down this Mafia 3 inside look regarding the one and only Vito Scaletta. So we're going to see what this interview is all about with writers Bill Harms, lead writer, Ed Fowler, senior writer, and of course Charles Webb, also senior writer for Mafia 3. By the way, thank you everybody for getting the GeauxBurns Nation to over 2,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. And I am really excited about the future of the channel, and I thank each and every one of you, new and old, for being part of the GeauxBurns Nation. All right, so let's go ahead and first, before we get into the trailer, there's one thing I want to discuss real quick, and this comes from Philip Height, and he was inquiring about the latest postcard. Now, as you can tell, the latest postcard is decoded, and the problem was I have yet to see a JPEG version of the postcards. The last two postcards have been GIFs. Now, Mafia did put the back of the decoded version of the other postcard on the Lincoln Clay case file, but if we go to the Lincoln Clay case file, you will notice that it is not up here as soon as we get here in 5 seconds. Eventually, we're going to get there. I don't know what's happening with my internet today, but anyways. Okay, so finally, 5 years later, we made it to the Lincoln Clay case file and see nothing regarding the latest postcard. Here's the previous postcard decoded. I did a video on that, and that's the reason why I didn't get around to doing a video regarding this postcard, because A, by not being JPEGs, we can't really get a good look at the front or the back of the postcard, which is part of the fun, especially this one. This one looks really cool. It says, say Auf Wiedersehen to your troubles, and say hello to New Bordeaux. Okay, Auf Wiedersehen is German for goodbye. And the obvious reason why it says say Auf Wiedersehen is because this postcard was specifically promoting what was transpiring this week, Gamescom 2016. And it says New Bordeaux, March, let's see, 1967, because all the postcards are dated in 1967, a year before the events of Mafia 3. So here's what it says decoded, okay? L, which stands for Leo. Word has it that Uncles has some ambitious expansion plans. I'd even heard talk of places far as Germany. I'll find out more next week. Vito. Okay, so this is obviously promoting Gamescom, which is going on in 2016. So, sorry, Philip and everyone else that was expecting a video regarding the latest postcard, but for whatever rhyme or reason, Mafia is now all about GIFs. And it makes it more difficult for me to make videos with GIFs as opposed to JPEGs. So, let's go ahead and get into the trailer breakdown, shall we? Regarding the latest Mafia 3 inside look, Vito Scaletta. Okay, so it involves interviews with the three of the writers, as I mentioned. Lead writer, Bill Harms, senior writers, Ed Fowler, and of course, Charles Webb. By the way, this inside look video is linked below in the description section. So the video opens with Bill Harms, lead writer, discussing what happened to Vito after the events of Mafia 2. He is exiled from Empire Bay to New Bordeaux by Leo. He won't be whacked, but Vito's going to have to go somewhere else he doesn't really want to live, i.e. New Bordeaux. Leo and the Commission basically force Sal Marcano, who is head of the Marcano crime family in New Bordeaux, to take Vito in and give him a section of New Bordeaux. Obviously, Marcano doesn't like this, but he gives Vito probably the worst district in New Bordeaux, which is River Row. But Vito is willing to go to River Row in order to scratch out a living. Now, this is what Ed Fowler has to add to the discussion. Marcano was not happy or interested in Vito coming to work for him in New Bordeaux, but he agrees to do so out of respect for Leo, which is why Sal gives Vito the River Road district. Obviously not the best district, but it's better than nothing. And then, of course, Bill Harms chimes back in. Things start to come to a head between Vito and Marcano, and Sal decides to have Vito whacked. However, Vito is saved by Lincoln Clay, and because of the fact that Vito is an old school mob guy, he believes in honor, he believes in paying debts, and he respects Lincoln, and he realizes that he owes his life to Lincoln Clay. So that reason, plus what Charles Webb chimes in the interview about Vito also going with Lincoln Clay regarding the fact that he is probably the only one strong enough to take on Sal Marcano, i.e. the Marcano crime family, take them down and take over New Bordeaux. These are the reasons why Vito ultimately sides with Lincoln Clay. And at the very end of the Inside Look, Bill Harms comes back in discussing how Vito could probably realize his dream of either running a city or at least being a participant in running New Bordeaux by teaming up with Lincoln Clay. So obviously, Vito has a lot of reasons to side with Lincoln Clay against Sal Marcano and the Marcano crime family. For one thing, he's always been an outcast in New Bordeaux. He's never been liked by Sal Marcano. He was given a shitty district to run, and he was always left out of the loop. And eventually, when it came to a head between him and Sal Marcano, Marcano decided, despite the fact that Vito is a made man, that he's going to have him whacked anyways. So there is reasons for Vito to team up with Lincoln. They're both kind of like outsiders. They both are always looking for a place to belong. So it obviously makes sense for Vito, who was about to be killed by Sal Marcano, to side with Lincoln Clay along with Cassandra and Burke in order to A, take down the Marcano crime family because they've all been done wrong by Sal, and then in return build up a brand new criminal empire. And we're going to be able to do that when Mafia 3 comes to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC on October 7th.